Welcome. The purpose of this video is to walk you through how to create a sale in Point of Sale. I'm going to start by going to menu selection A, Point of Sale. Number 1, enter invoices. And the first thing I'm going to do is enter my clerk code. If you don't know what your clerk code is, you're going to want to ask your system administrator for the appropriate number or character string. I'm going to type in my clerk code. If I know my customer's number, I can enter it right here. So I'm going to type in my customer's number, press the enter key. The information is loaded to the screen, and now I can add my parts. I'm going to type in a part number, press my enter key. I'm going to type in the number of pieces that I'd like to sell to and press my enter key. You'll notice that the information at the bottom is showing you information such as what's the quantity on hand and quantity committed. If I press my up arrow so that my cursor is on this number, on this line here, my quantity on hand for that part, quantity committed, date of last order. In the center, I have my customer's balance, and on the far right, I have the sell price of the item, the extension total of my ticket so far, and my profit percent. Now, your blue area on the bottom of your screen is probably going to look differently than mine does, but the information down here is coming from the part record and the account record and the totals of what's going on for the ticket. I can also type in my part number with the vendor code, and that's another way that I can add the line item to my ticket. If I'd like to add a comment, I can use one of two keystrokes. I can either press the backslash button, hit my enter key, and then type in a comment. The buttons below will either end my remarks and kick me out of this box. It will allow me to insert comments in between lines of information, and it will turn on or off the actual printing of this comment on the invoice. So if this is a comment about why the discount was given and you wouldn't like the customer to see that, you click on that toggle button. And although the message will show up on your screen, it will not print on the invoice for your customer to see. I'm going to press the enter key and it'll add the comment there. Once I hit the home key, it's going to pop me back to my point of sale screen. The other ways that I can enter a part number is to enter an alias if I have one. I can scan a UPC code, or technically I can type in the UPC code. The other thing that I can do is I can search for a part. So on the right-hand side of the screen, I have a search for part button, my F7 key. I either hit the F7 key or I click on search for part. I'm going to search for a part by description, so I'm going to type in filter, press my enter key, and a number of filters will show up. My buttons on the bottom allow me to scroll around to find the part that I actually want if it's not displayed. And on the right-hand side of the screen, I have an F9 hide quantity on hand that's less than 0. So if I click on that, it's just going to show me filters where my quantity on hand is a positive number. I'm going to click on the part that I want, press the enter key, and it's now added that part onto my ticket. I'm going to press the home key, and you'll notice that this is a house charge customer. So all I'm going to do is click on the complete transaction button in the lower left corner, and that's going to finish my invoice for me. One more invoice. If I come up here and I type in the name John, press my enter key, you're going to see that there are a number of matches. The matches are in red. Anything alphabetically close is in black. So I'm going to click on the line that I want, or I can type in the keystroke that I wanted. This loads this customer's information onto my ticket. I'm going to type in a part number. How many do I want to sell? This gentleman happens to have a different tax rate than my last account, so you'll notice that the tax code on the far right is going to be different. When I press on the home to tender key, since this is a cash customer, it's going to ask me which type of cash that I'd like to use for this particular ticket. I can split my tender in 3 different ways if I need to. For this particular ticket, I don't need to do that. I'm going to take cash. I can either type in $20 or something along those lines, or I can just hit the enter key or click the OK button, and that will assume that the customer is paying the exact amount due, which in this case is $16.09. I'm going to type in $20, press my enter key. At the lower right corner, you're going to see what your change due is to the customer. And the received by is an available box where you can put other information that you've been given at that time, perhaps the name of the person who's actually picking up the materials, a check number, or an authorization number off of your credit card machine. You do not have to put anything in this field. If you'd like, you just hit the enter key to bypass it. And then I'm going to click on my F12 function key, or I'm going to click complete transaction to finalize my ticket. There are other videos in this collection that take more elaborate measures on how to use point of sale. If you're interested in learning more about how to use point of sale, please use one of those other videos. If you have any questions, please call SBC 800-829-4722 or email us at sbctraining@autolog.com. Thank you.